welcome to your zodiac reading. This reading is for you if you have a Libra sun, moon, or rising sign, or any other important planetary placements in the sign of Libra in your birth chart. Remember, this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. I would also like to take this time to remind you that you are the captain of your life. Nothing can ever override your own free will. Tarot is a tool that's used to pick up energies, that's used to give clarity and guidance and reassurance on things that your intuition has already picked up on. If there's ever anything that you hear that you don't like, you can kindly discard it, because the true power lies in you. That will always be the truth. I also do personal readings. If you would like to dive deeper into your specific situation, you can email me at angelireadings@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to send you all of the details regarding that. So with all of that being said, I'm super excited to see what the energy is for you, Libra. Let's see what's coming up for you. Okay, Libra. So Libra, I'm seeing here that there might be some kind of a decision here that you need to make, that you're finding yourself really trying to be unbiased about. You're really trying to be logical, think this through, be very clear about the thoughts that you're having regarding this. You're just trying to do the highest thing that you can do, trying to act and move from a place of wisdom and clarity and intelligence and truth. You know, you want to have like a full, clear picture before you make this decision or take this action, whatever this is, because I see that it's a really big thing. Like, this isn't just like a small decision, like what am I having for lunch, or what do I want to wear to the party tomorrow. Like, this seems like something big, you know, like it could be regarding a move. It could be affecting and influencing other people. It could be like the start of a new cycle, like you're beginning something. Like, do I want to choose to stay in this department? Because if I stay here, this is what the next 10 years will look like, or something like that. Or do I want to do something else? Do I want to start a new career? You're trying to figure out, like, what is it that you want to do? Because I think, you know, you're just reaching like another phase of your life, like a new phase, a new stage of life here. And there is some type of decision that you need to make that you've been really confused about. And if it's not confusion, it's that there's so many different ways that you could go, and you just want to make sure that you choose the correct one for you, because it does seem like a decision that is long lasting and impactful. So you want to make sure that you really think it over and that you're really certain about what it is that you are deciding here, that you are doing here, so that you can have like this fresh beginning, this renewal, and maybe be more true to who you are, or what you feel your purpose is, or what you're feeling most aligned to these days. Because there is like a chance here for you to like switch gears, take a new route, a new way, reinvent yourself, like do something different. And I feel like you don't want to work too hard. Maybe whatever you were doing before, you were working way too hard, and you're trying to see like, okay, what is the best thing for me to do that is going to allow me time to myself, to slow down, to rejuvenate, to rest when I need it. So yeah, I do see you faced with like a really big decision here. And because of like the magnitude of whatever it is that you are weighing out here, I see you taking your time. You're like in no rush. You're taking your time with this, and I encourage you to take your time. You know, don't let anybody rush you through your process. Take your time, think it through, get really clear on everything. But I do want to tell you that it seems to me that you already have so much clarity here. So if you're confused about whether or not you're seeing the full picture, or if you need more time, or if you're not super clear with everything. Like, I'm seeing that you are. You're avoiding like the gossip, the fluff, and you're going straight to like the truth, the wisdom, the honesty. It seems that you are very clear headed here. I do see you having like really sharp analysis and careful consideration to ensure intelligent moves. I do see that you have like a clear heart and a clear mind and the ability at this time to speak your truth. So if you needed reassurance that the way that you're seeing things is grounded and stable and aligned with truth, I want to be that reassurance for you that yes, I see that here. It really is. In case, you weren't trusting yourself. I know often many of us have that issue that we don't trust ourselves enough. But yeah, I do feel like you know what to do. You're being called, you're being pulled in a certain direction. You're being very careful, you're considering everything. And the way that you are perceiving things is aligned with wisdom and clarity and truth. So yes, I do see that you are very grounded in the way that you're perceiving things, grounded in the truth of the matter here. And what I'm getting here mostly is that you are kind of trying to make a decision on whether or not to continue to do things how you were doing it because you are considering other people. I think, it interests other people for you to stay like doing things how you were doing it, maybe like at the job you're at or where you live, your presence there in that place is very needed. It's very beneficial. Like other people benefit from your presence in some way. And so this is like what's causing you to feel like you don't know if it's going to be a good move for you to move on from this because you're considering these people. But Spirit is encouraging you to consider yourself, to consider your own well-being, to consider your prosperity. And prosperity doesn't only mean like material gains, financial gains, and stuff like that. It means also like how you feel, your quality of life, your quality of living, your well-being. Are you happy? Because there's something here that I'm seeing. It's kind of like you're putting other people above yourself, like their needs above your own needs. I know the Libran energy always loves to help others, always likes to keep things very diplomatic and peaceful when it comes to like relationships, and oftentimes Libras can put other people before themselves. But I'm encouraging you now, and so is Spirit. Spirit is also encouraging you. If this is something that you've been doing, it's now time to put the focus on yourself. Don't feel bad for moving on to a next phase, a next part of your life, and leaving behind whatever you have to leave behind, even if that means that you can't help people that you used to help or be there for them in the same capacity that you were able to be there for them before. It's now time to place the focus on yourself and to be happy about the decisions that you're making for yourself and to focus on yourself and your well-being. I feel like right now you're reaching a place in your life where like you have some kind of an opportunity to, like I said, shift gears, do something different, move in a different direction, go somewhere new, do something else, and finally that being something that aligns more closely to who you are or to what you want or to what your true happiness means or what your healing means. Maybe it just means like, actually this job is not great for my health. Like I know that I play a really big role here. I help everybody here. I'm so beneficial to this company. If I leave, they're going to have to learn to handle things all on their own. They're going to have to learn to navigate things. And, you probably feel really bad about that. But Spirit is encouraging you to leave and to leave this behind, to close this chapter, if it means that you're going to feel freer, that you're going to feel more liberated, that you're going to feel like you have more time for yourself. Maybe you just need some time off from giving to everyone around you and worrying about meeting everyone else's needs. And it's now time for you to cater to yourself and to heal yourself and to go towards whatever it is that is calling to you, to whatever you feel like this is my purpose now, is to do this thing, to give to this thing. Maybe you want to break free and you want to do your own thing, and you want to have fun and have adventures and not be expected to be somewhere all the time. But now maybe you want to like bring a little bit more flexibility into your schedule, into your life. Whatever it is, Spirit is definitely encouraging you to focus on yourself. I feel like you already know this within. You just kind of need that little nudge, that little push, because I know that you're probably feeling really guilty, about like leaving whatever it is you need to leave behind and saying, okay, that chapter is done. That chapter is closed. I'm ready to move on. That can be really hard for you to like really do because of how kind and compassionate you are, and how much you put other people's needs ahead of you. But none of that, no more of that moving forward. Now we're putting ourselves first. We can't give from an empty cup. You can't make everyone else happy and not worry about your own happiness and your own well-being. You have to understand that everybody is responsible for themselves. Everyone does have to assume responsibility for themselves. You can't be everyone's savior, and you're not supposed to be. You're not meant to be. You're meant to help yourself first and foremost. And if you have the bandwidth, if you have the resources, the capacity to help others, and of course, you do that too. But you need to come first in that equation. And I think this is what you are learning. Something in your life is really highlighting this for you. You have to let other people take responsibility for themselves, be accountable for themselves, rise up to the occasion, rise up to the task, and help themselves learn how to navigate their own issues. And they will be able to, they're going to be able to do that. So don't fear that. Like if you're fearing like, oh, I don't know if they're going to be able to handle it, if they're going to be able to, do what I was doing. That's not for you to carry. Right now, there does need to be like a strong self-focus. And I feel like I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. I'm just kind of like with Spirit continuing to nudge you in that direction. It might feel weird for you to do something different and to leave something behind that you've been doing for so long. Like you probably feel like, oh, but this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I've found my place here. Why am I going to start new now? This is what I do every day. Can I really pick up and leave? Can I really leave this behind? Absolutely, you can if you decide to. I feel like you've already decided, honestly. It looks to me like you've made this choice, and all that's really needed is for you to maybe like communicate this choice and to actually go through with it. But I do see like a need for healing, a need for slowing down, a need for self-focus here, and also a need for change, You do not have to stay doing the same thing you've been doing forever. We are allowed to reinvent ourselves whenever we want. You are allowed to just wake up one day and say, you know what, this isn't what I want to do. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late to change the entire situation, to change your entire routine in life. You get to choose who or what you are and what you want to do and what you want to invest in. You are the one that's in charge of your life. You are the driver of your car. You are the captain of your ship. You make the decisions for yourself. Life is a series of just choices and decisions and taking action and investing our time and energy and building things. So this is really you coming to that realization point of like, what am I investing in? Am I building other people up, or do I want to like put some of that focus and some of that energy into myself and build myself up and build my dreams up and do what I really want to do and move towards my purpose? Every second is a new opportunity to do something different, and the one that decides is you. You decide for yourself. Everyone has the power to decide for themselves. So once you finally, you're able to like truly close this chapter, leave this in the past, leave this behind, and start anew, start again, make that choice, walk through those doors, Be very serious about the decision you've made, like put some action behind the decision that you've made. You are going to be successful. You are going to be fertile. I see that that's something that you are worried about. You don't know if this is like a good move. You know, like you're feeling like, is this a good move? You know, not only am I going to probably be letting people down, but then I'm probably gonna also lose, you know, something, whether that's money or whatever. But if it's not truly making you happy and fulfilling you, or making you feel like you're doing something that's worth it to you, that you're fulfilling your purpose here, then what's it for, you know? I feel like no matter what, you're going to be prosperous, you're going to find abundance. This could even be like that you want to start a family, and you know, there's no way that you're going to be able to start a family doing what you're doing now. Maybe you're too busy, like you're just too busy, and you need to free up your time in order to like do something that you want to do, like starting a family, for example. It's like a dream that you have. It could be starting a family, it could be starting a business, it could be making more time and space for a love life, for a relationship to flourish. You know, this could happen on so many different varieties of situations. So take it as it resonates, but there is something that you want to make room for, that you're feeling that is going to like be a wish fulfillment, is going to make you feel fulfilled. It's something that you want to create, that you want to build up for yourself, that you feel really pulled towards, like you're being pulled towards it, like you're being called to take that path, to walk through those doors and to make that happen. Create space for something, take some time off to make this a reality so that you can be able to invest in whatever it is that you want to invest in and start something new. I'm seeing here that it is like you need strength. You need to be strong in order to like leave this behind. You need to be strong to make this choice, and you need to really believe in yourself and trust your intuition and trust spirit, because maybe outwardly it's not like the most obvious option, but it's just a knowingness. It's just a knowingness that you have, and you have to trust that. You have to trust that nudge, that pull, that knowingness. Trust your intuition, trust yourself to go in this direction, to do this. Because if you stay here, you're just going to stay sad. So might as well risk it, right? If it's regarding your own happiness, it's worth the risk. And the longer that you continue to consider other people, that you keep this in your mind, going back and forth, not making a decision, but just carrying it all and juggling it all, it's draining. It's draining to your emotional energy. The longer that you just keep carrying this, going back and forth with this, juggling this in your mind, not making a decision, rethinking things. It's like you're clear, you know what you have to do. It's just a matter of doing it. But of course, I understand that it's probably a hard decision. So again, take your time, no rush. But the second that you walk through those doors and you make this decision and you put some action behind the decision that you made, will be the second that you choose to close this chapter and start new. Just that is going to free you. It's going to feel so liberating. It's going to feel so good. It's going to feel like a wish fulfillment. You're going to feel so happy and free, and like you just want to have a party and you just want to celebrate. It's just deciding and going through with it. That's it. It's not about, you know, oh, okay, now I have to wait to see if this was a good decision, if this was a good choice. Let me see what happens from here, if I can really make this happen, if I can really be successful. Like, none of that even matters. It's just like the second that you just put some action behind a decision, that's it. It's like immediate release and opening for this happiness and this sense of adventure and fun and celebration. And yeah, you're just going to be starting a brand new chapter, and whatever it is that you're, you know, deciding on, it's like long term. It's going to be something that you're going to be really committed to, and it's going to be like a new beginning. It's just marking like a beginning. But of course, with every beginning is an ending. So it's like an ending and a beginning. But it's a leveling up. So it's kind of like, it's not an ending that is bad or sad. It's like a graduation. You're getting better. You're moving towards better, aligning to something that's more right for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card to see what last piece of advice Spirit would like to leave you with. Ooh, Had, tell the truth. Let me get one more for you. And then Face Your Shadow, Lilith came out. She fell, let me grab her. And she took the Queen of Swords with her. All right, here we are. Okay, so we have Had, tell the truth, and Lilith, face your shadow. So yeah, I just feel like you're feeling super guilty. It's like you feel really sure about the direction that you want to go in, but you're just feeling really guilty about something, and that is your shadow, your limitations. That's, you thinking that you have to be everything for everyone, that you have to be a rescuer, or maybe you directly correlate your value to how much you can provide for other people. And it's causing you to stay stuck and not make a decision and not communicate the truth that you need to communicate, because we also have Had, tell the truth, which is saying to be open, to be honest. No matter how hard it is to communicate it. Now is the time to deal with it, to handle it. You can't stick your head in the sand forever. You have to face this, confront this, communicate, say what you need to say, and don't let your shadows, your fears hold you back. You have to overcome those things. You're feeling a calling. You're feeling very clear about something. It's time for you to trust yourself and decide that this is what you're going to do, that this is what you're going to invest in. Communicate that to whoever it is you need to communicate that to. Be like those birds you hear outside. Communicate away, communicate your truth, say what you need to say to who you need to say it to. It's time for you to have a self-focus, to address these things in your shadow that you need to address so that you can become better and so that you can be more aligned to what your truth is and what your purpose is, and not continue to let those things hold you back. It's time for you to focus on you, take care of you, put you first, and liberate yourself. Create the space you need to make that happen, to be able to do those things. This is what this time right now is really calling for you to do. You're going to find so much abundance, fertility, truth. It's going to be a new start, a new beginning. You're going to be so, so incredibly happy. It's going to be a brand new day, a new day. I'm hearing Celine Dion, a new day. You're going to step more closely into who it is that you're meant to be, your true self. You're going to find your true purpose, something that feels really good for you to invest in and to grow and to nourish. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. You're going to finally, be able to free yourself from something, to liberate yourself from something that you've been connected to or attached to for a long time. And it's just like a matter of decision. It's your choice. It's like you're finally seeing, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this if I don't choose to do this. I just have to choose different. I can walk away from this, and you absolutely can walk away from this. You can. The finish line, the threshold is not as scary as you think it is. We tend to make things bigger in our head than what it really is. Once you just put some action behind your choice, you're going to see things will immediately feel better for you, lighter, happier. It'll be a release on all fronts, mentally, emotionally, materially. It's going to be so incredible for you. Okay, Libra, that was your message. I truly hope that served you and that it gave you the clarity and the guidance that you were looking for at this time. Again, I do offer personal readings. If you're interested in diving deeper into your specific situation, I would be more than happy to connect with you. You can email me at angelireadings@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.